With 19 new alternatives to the ANC and a ballot paper so long it needs its own bookmark, the 2014 elections are going to be a scrappy affair. The ANC election campaign has kicked off with the Provincial Secretary of KwaZulu-Natal, Sihle Zikalala, delivering some warning shots. Zikalala predicted a whitewash, claiming that all opposition parties added no value whatsoever. That's right, South African. Opposition parties are like a Zimbabwean dollar at a strip club. Mean nothing. Make it rain. No, it's drizzle, Baba. It's drizzle. Kicking off the election campaign, Zikalala said this of the opposition. You say to them, you have been in parliament for the past 5 years. What have you done? You ask, what have they done? We ask, what can they do? What can they do? Zikalala went on to say the ANC was suffocating the opposition and had been theorizing whether an opposition was needed at all. Brazil, I don't know if you know, we have this thing called democracy. It works, it's a very sophisticated thing. We vote, then we elect. Yeah, no, you know what they say in South Africa, nyaupa is not good for our country. I'm not saying you yourself have consumed nyaupa, but I'm saying it's a general thing. But I agree sometimes with Zikalala, you know. Competition can be very inconvenient. I mean, it just slows things down. Why do you need competition when you can just win? The ANC in Gauteng, meanwhile, jumped the gun by revealing their secret weapon for snaring the black middle class ahead of next year's election. The one, the only, the pipe smoking, the poetry reader, the Renaissance man himself, the former president of South Africa, Thabo Mbeki. Thabo Mbeki. I wonder how it's like to work overtime for someone who fired you. Remember that surprise party they threw for him in Pulo 1? Surprise! You are fired. You are fired. But here he is back on his job with a new ANC leather jacket. People here are so disorganized that they are giving jobs to people they've already fired. That must be a nightmare for HR. Hello, shorty pause. Do you still have your access card? Access card? Yeah, access card. Yeah, man, we need to take you to Woolies. That's where all the clever blacks hang out. Woolies, Capellos, News Cafe, Melrose Arch, Four Ways, all those places, bookshops, and they eat those things of yours. What is this thing? Ham. Yeah, they love ham. Tippers will be coming to a Woolworths near you. But the wise old comrade SG of Metaphors, Gwede Mantashe, issued a slap on the wrist to this strategy.
The statement by Gauteng is just unfortunate. They have just ran ahead of themselves. There's no constituency and profile of constituency that suits a particular individual. We will send a person whom we think will be able to deal with an audience that will be attended by that leader.
Do you know what I am thinking about all this time? There's just way too much arrogance going on here. Public Works Minister Thulas Nxesi has rubbished yet another DA court bid calling to overturn the classification of the Nkandla report. Nxesi insisted that the DA is just trying to score political points. No way. Really? The DA trying to score political points? This guy is accusing opposition of being an opposition party. How dare you opposition people do your job? But I understand. There can be a bit of an irritation to your hair, your whatever body part. These guys are always in court. The DA spends so much time in court. If they focus that much time on service delivery, we wouldn't be experiencing this thing here.
It took everyone by surprise. Human waste dumped on the steps of the Western Cape Provincial Legislature.
Nxesi concluded that the DA had an eye on the 2014 elections. No way! Really? Well done, comrade Obvious. You cracked the code. Someone please give this guy a cookie. He's just deciphering the matrix, South Africa, the matrix of democracy. That's like playing football and realizing, man, this other team is trying to score a goal too. Why are they trying to score against us? This shouldn't... How dare they try to score goals when we're trying to play a competitive game? Imagine trying to play any game against the ANC. Can you picture it in your mind?
News that moves. ENCA.com.